Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets is going to be another profitable day for you. Saturday, October 26th, NBA slate. There is another full slate of games going on. We've got we got them spread out a little bit, at least out here for the West Coast, starting at mid-afternoon on that there. Not a great day for us yesterday in the NBA, won't lie. Could have been worse, could have been better, right? So one of those type of deals. And there's not a ton on the board today with all the attention, obviously, of the weekend normally falling to football. There's not like anything blowing us out of the water today on the slate, but we do have quite a few bets, so we'll get into those. A lot of player props, so if you like player props, we got quite a bit for you today. Clippers Nuggets get this thing started, 5:10 Eastern. Nuggets at home, 8-point favorite, 219.5. Let's be honest here. The Clippers are fighting with a couple hands tied behind their back with just James Harden in the rest, right? Nuggets get beat at home, game one against the Thunder. Thunder came out, kind of punched them in the mouth a little bit. Jamal Murray didn't shoot well from three. Harden had, and then in Harden's case, the Clippers had an excellent chance to win their first game in the Intuit Dome against the Suns and choked it off. And then the Suns proved why they're not that good, because they turn around and get smashed by the Lakers, even though they had a lead going into the fourth quarter once again. So Clippers choked it off. It happens, right? They're not going to be if Kawhi's not going to be back, this team does not look like a 35-win team, to be honest. So if James Harden is your only star, you are asking for trouble. Now, Denver's starting to show some chinks in the armor. Porter can't shoot sometimes. Jamal hasn't been shooting well. And Jokic seems to have to do more and more. Russell Westbrook looked like a disaster in game one. Let's see if he looks better in game two. But we do have a few props in this game here. James Harden over 4.5 turnovers. Harden over 9.5 assists. If he's going to play 40 minutes a game, he's going to put a lot of stats up, folks. But he played 40 minutes plus in game one. We'll see if he continues that pace. And then we're also going to play Jokic over 8.5 assists. Next game up, Boston Celtics, Pistons. Celtics have looked really good first two games. No surprise there. They played the Knicks, blew them out at home, and then, they beat the Wizards. Who cares? Everybody beats the Wizards. Now they got the Pistons. Pistons have played pretty good ball. The problem is they can't seem to close anything out. They're a 14-point home dog. I'd really like to play the Pistons here, but this could be the Celtics have been shooting the three ball well, and when they shoot the three ball well, you can't play against them. Pistons, Cade Cunningham, if you guys don't know who he is, first two games out of the shoot this year, he's showing who he is, which is an all-star. He's been really good so far. Unfortunately, he doesn't have much to go with him. We can't consider Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris. I like Jalen Duren. He's a nice piece in the middle, more of a defensive, piece and a rebounder. But Jaden Ivey, once again, gets lost in the shovel here. I do not understand if Ivey has any value on the market at all, why they're not trying to make some deal with him there and maybe get something else in there. But Celtics and Pistons, no side or total for us, just player props in this one. Let's give them to you here. Cunningham over 23.5 points. I think that's still a steal. I understand the Celtics are a little bit better defensively, and he's been at that 23.5 and 24.5 mark, but you're kind of giving, I'm not saying you're giving away free money here, but you're giving us extra opportunities. Cunningham over 1.5 threes. He has not been shooting the three ball a lot, I will say that, though. Derek White over 15.5 points. So you had him at 17.5 against the Wizards. He goes over, and now we back it down to 15.5 again. Okay. Tatum over 8.5 rebounds. And a little plus money, Cunningham over 7.5 assists. Now, what happened in the last game is Cunningham should have had 10 assists, but unfortunately nobody get a freaking shot. So at over 7.5, it is a little bit of plus money on this one, as I guess the books are anticipating the Celtics play defense. Wow, that'd be a shock in the NBA, especially in the first half of the season. In that one there. Next game up, Cavs, Wizards. Cavs have looked really good first couple games. Wizards obviously got beat up by the Celtics at home. Now they get the Cavs at home to start off the season. Cavs favored by 10, 229 total. Total's right about where I think it should be, right around that 230 mark. And then that 10 number, to be really honest, sounds about right on. Some more player props for us in this one. We cashed the biggest bet of the day on Friday with Evan Mobley over 15.5 points. He got the 16 because he didn't get many opportunities. Once again, I think the Cavs can be really good if they play inside out, and sometimes they just Garland and Mitchell have to be like the saviors of all basketball saviors. So and play outside in. Not the way to play it. This team's got two huge bigs. You got to take advantage of them. Nobody else has that, especially two bigs that can play together. There's other teams that got two bigs, but they can't play them together. But these guys can in this one here. But anyway, Mobley over 15.5 points again. Jarrett Allen, 2+ blocks are going to be the two props that we have in that game there. Now, Mobley's not our biggest bet of the day today because you can't trust what those guards are going to do. Mobley's going to need to bring the ball down himself. So he got to 16 points and had to hit a couple threes to get home. As kind of concerning as that one was. Next game up, still at that 7-10 window Eastern, Heat, Hornets. Hornets have played really well first two games. They got an upset win over the Rockets. LaMelo Ball, man, if this is what we got to expect from you all season long, it's going to be fun. Miami Heat coming to town. Hornets a 5.5-point home dog here. Consider playing them. That's right about the number. The Heat defense did not show up in game one against the Magic. I'm curious if the defense is there really much to start the season off. But like I said, the Hornets have been fun. Here's the thing with the Hornets. They have no inside depth at all. At all. They got nobody on the interior. All you have to do to beat them is really just shove the ball down the post. Get somebody within 5 feet of the basket all day long. And you should be able to beat them on the boards all day long as well. A lot more player props in this one for us as well. And we love Melo, what he's doing so far. So Melo over 23.5 points. Again, it's still at 23.5, even though he's banging 30s. Melo over 6.5 assists. Now, last game, same thing kind of happened to him that happened to Cade Cunningham. Nobody could hit a shot on any of his passes, but over 6.5 assists. It dropped from 7.5. Bam over 9.5 rebounds because there's nobody else to rebound. And then you've got Melo over 3.5 threes. The number's getting up there on him, but I mean, he's taking a lot of threes. If he's going to take 12 threes a game, he's going to hit 4. I mean, that's kind of, you got to look at attempts. I mean, if they're not really throwing up that many attempts, then it's going to be hard to hit these bigger numbers. But the way Melo's been shooting threes, we like that over 3.5 threes in that one as well. Next game up, we've got OKC Thunder and the Bulls. Thunder looked really good on the road game one, beating the Nuggets. And Bulls, what do the Bulls do? Can anybody tell me what the Bulls team actually is? Nobody knows. Like, realistically, nobody freaking knows. Bulls at home, 9.5-point home dog, coming off the back-to-back as well. I'd really like to play the Thunder there, but that 10 number is just quite a bit on the road. They should be able to handle them, but, can they keep it with 10? We'll see on that one. Player props for this game for us as well. SGA over 29.5 points. He got to 28 in the game against the Nuggets and ended up sitting a bunch late. So definitely think we can get to 30 in this one. Chet, his point total got out of control a little bit. Went up 3 points from game one, so we'll just play him over 1.5 threes. The number that kind of shocked me today on him was 10.5 rebounds. That is a huge number for Chet. I haven't seen Chet at over double-digit rebounds. In fact, game one against the Nuggets, he was only at 7.5, so we're going to play under 10.5 rebounds for Chet. Over 2.5 blocks for Chet, and over 1.5 turnovers. I mean, he cleared the turnover bet in the first quarter the other night against the Nuggets. Blocks, he ended up getting, I believe, 4 in game one. So we like all of those opportunities there for Chet. So the SGA and then a bunch of props for Chet there as well. Next game up, Raptors, Timberwolves. What the hell's happened to the Timberwolves? You can't tell me Big Cat being gone is the reason for their struggles out of the gate. Raptors, what can you expect from the Raptors this season? Not much. I mean, the Raptors are fighting for the number 1 seed like a couple other teams are, right? It's not going to be pretty. Get more experience for Scotty Barnes. Hopefully he stays healthy for the year. Maybe he gets to play with more Emmanuel Quickley, see if that's going to be like, the two pieces moving forward. I don't think RJ Barrett's the answer there, nor does Toronto on that one there. So we'll see. They're a rebuild as well. T-Wolves are favored by 13.5. And the way they've played the first two games, I don't know how you could lay it. 220 total in this one. Just props for us here as well. Naz Reid over 1.5 threes. We will keep thanking the books for this ticket as we have cashed it the first two games for the Timberwolves so far this season, looking to go to the well for the third time. Julius Randle over 19.5 points. Game 1, he struggled against the Lakers. Game 2, he put in 25 plus. And we're at 19.5. We'll go over there. Let's see here. And Scotty Barnes over 3.5 turnovers. That's cash. It continues to cash. Why wouldn't we keep playing it? And Rudy Gobert, 2+ blocks. And not heavily juiced either there as well. So just need him to get a couple blocks off the ground in that one there. All right, next game up. We're at the 8:10 Eastern window as well here. We got the Magic and the Grizzlies. Magic have looked great in Game 1. Game 2 came out and shot nothing but bricks. Good news was they weren't playing anybody where it really mattered. So they still ended up winning the game. Now they're going to Memphis. Memphis, good luck figuring this team out. I've got no clue, nor does most anybody with this team here. No sider total for us in this one either. Player prop only. Banchero over 24.5 points. And Jalen Suggs, 2+ threes. Jalen Suggs at 2+ threes was plus 150. Seriously? I know he's not attempting a lot of threes right now, but to make 2 threes for Suggs, he's going to cash that on a nightly basis, and you're getting it at plus 150 on Bet365. Just a heads up out there. I'd definitely be looking at that one. Next game up, Rockets Spurs. Spurs at home getting 1.5. Rockets coming off the back-to-back. They finally got their first win after a disaster late in the game in Game 1 against the Hornets. The Rockets should be 2-0 right now, looking to go 3-0. Instead of they're trying to dig themselves to that 1-1. You cannot lose games you're supposed to win. I mean, just especially in the Western Conference, because there's not enough opportunities. So Rockets 1.5 point favorite, 223 total. This game should be back and forth. I thought the Spurs are not. I mean, they're not great yet. I mean, if you took the over 36 win total, you were going to be sweating that to the last week. More than likely, they're probably going to have 30 some wins, but to get 36 is going to be a buttload. On that one. But we do like quite a few player props in this one. And we're going back to Jalen Green again, because why not? Over 20.5 points. They also lowered Jalen Green's threes to only over 2.5. That is one of our biggest bets of the day as well. In fact, that is our biggest NBA bet of the day. Over 2.5 threes for Green. Wemby over 3.5 blocks. They brought it down from 4.5. So some opportunities there. Sengun over 2.5 turnovers. And then Wemby over 3.5 turnovers, because he'll probably cash that in the first half. Big dudes that dribble are fantastic for turnovers, just to let you know. If you weren't aware, they turn the ball. They got to bounce the ball. I mean, Wemby's 9 foot tall. He's got to bounce the ball higher than everybody else. So Green over points, over threes. Wemby over blocks and over turnovers. And Sengun over turnovers. Next game up, Mavericks Suns. We're at the 10:10 Eastern time frame. Mavs coming to town, 3-point favorite on the road. Suns coming off a back-to-back. And I'm sorry, this will be a back-to-back for the Suns. Suns lose to the Lakers. Dominated first quarter, dominated first half, and fell apart. Well, I mean, is there anything new that the Suns could do? I don't know, like come from behind in a game or something. I guess they did that against the Clippers, but that's just because the Clippers suck. I mean, it's just, like, can they do something new? Because this doesn't work at all. Again. We're out here in Phoenix. I got to hear about this damn team all the time. It's like they need to be looking to move. Durant or Beal. I know nobody wants Beal. So now it's basically Durant. It's time to, let's blow this shit up. This does not work with the three of these dudes. I understand we're 2 games into this season, but we saw this crap all last year as well. It doesn't work. It just doesn't. But anyway, enough of that. Anyway, we do love the Mavs in this spot. The Mavs normally kick the Suns' ass in Phoenix. So Mavs -0.5 first quarter, -1.5 in the first half, -3 for the game. Luka over 3.5 threes. He did get there the other night, but it took a lot of threes to get home. Booker over 2.5 threes. So Budenholzer's been telling Booker to take 10+ threes. How many does he take last night? 6. Now he does get 3 on that one, but a little bit disappointing to say the least. And Luka over 8.5 rebounds in that one as well. And then the last game of the night, Kings, Lakers. Lakers on a back-to-back. They're a 1.5 point home favorite against the Kings. Kings took care of business game one. Now coming to LA, 230 total. To be really honest, there is hardly anything at all I like in this game except one prop. Sabonis over 3.5 turnovers. Because I don't know what AD is going to do on a back-to-back. AD's cashed point tickets for his first couple nights. He's been really good on that end. I just don't know what he's going to do on a back-to-back night. So we're a little nervous on that with the Lakers' age on the back-to-back nights. Otherwise, we'd probably be on the AD points as well, but just a little tough on that in there. All right, so we just went through a bunch of bets. How do we get to see those bets? No problem at all. We've got them posted in multiple spots online, TikTok and YouTube channel pages as well. At the end of every episode on YouTube, it's docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Bunch of other stuff behind it. Click on that link. Go to the click on that link. Go to the basketball 2024-2025 tab. Scroll down to October 26th. You'll be able to see all the bets that we made, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, also what book we placed it at as well. And then once the games are over, you're going to be seeing the results as well. So make sure you check that out when you got some time. Do you like the content that you're seeing here and want to see some more? All you have to do is hit follow or subscribe. We'd love to have you along for the ride, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, and you will get a notification, and we will show up in your follower subscriptions tab, or make life easier and just turn on notifications for that social media platform. Also, private Discord channel available for everybody wanting to make some money at sports betting, and it doesn't cost you that much. I'm not charging $100, $500 a month. You got a couple option packages of $6, $10, or $25 a month. Now, the more you spend, the more help you get, obviously. But not only are you going to get way ahead of line moves, you're going to get ahead of juice moves, and you're going to get help putting stuff together and getting you a strategy put together in order to make some money at sports wagering and make it more fun for yourself. So Discord channel, all you have to do is subscribe to us through TikTok at Sports Bets for free, and we will get you the invite to the Discord channel so you can get all that lovely information as well. Also, we've got tons of promo bonus bets to give away on a nightly, all the time. Online casinos, sports books, fantasy sites, all that kind of stuff. Might as well use their money instead of your money. All you have to do is go to a couple spots online. It'll be on our Discord channel if you're on there. Also, TikTok and YouTube channel pages. The link is that's bit.ly/sportsbets for free -BH. Click on that link, and it'll automatically default to the state that you're in and show you all the available offers that we have for you. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.